All right, so we're getting ready for the next $100 that I'm gonna put towards this, making the transfer, and just thought this was important to note here in Robinhood. They do have an instant availability based on the amount of money that you have in the account. So I transferred in $100, and they're saying, hey, while your money's waiting to get transferred, you're going to get access to $100 of that $100. Probably because I have at least $100 already in the system, or maybe that's just what they do. Is $100 is a amount they give you access. I could learn more by clicking there, but this way we'll be ready to take this $100 and invest it right away. All right, so my $100 is transferred in, and let's just take a look at where we're at so far. All we're going to do, this is going to be pretty boring. We're just going to add to this position. We're going to take the $100 that I've transferred in this week, add it to the $100 that I invested already, and let's see where we're at here. So market value for this investment, $101.07. That's a total return of 1%, just over 1%. It's just a few days. It's a kind of amazing. Your money is going to grow this way. You're going to have the ability to watch that money grow and hopefully do the things that you want to do. And the reason that you save money is so that you can make a big purchase. If you need a new car, that's one of the things I'm looking to do possibly with this money, put it towards a down payment of a new car. If you're trying to take a vacation, if you're just trying to save money for anything that you need, I think this is a great way to do it. Let your money go to work for you. All right, so let's add to this position. I put the $100 in. There's the $100 that I have. I have $100 of buying power. All I'm doing is adding buy-in dollars again, so I can buy fractional shares. $100. Just adding to this position. A super boring thing to do, I know, but this is already everything that I'm really looking for. It's diversified. It's these tech companies, these other companies in here. They're gonna do well. They're gonna make money for me, for themselves. They're not doing it for me, right? They don't really care about my $100, but they do. My $100 is helping all of those companies do what it is that they do. So let's do it. I got to answer some questions. Maybe I'll do this. Can I dismiss it? Let's just review it. All right, I'll do this and then I'll come back. All right, so I was able to update that. I wasn't sure how personal that was going to be, but all that really was a couple of questions of being asked about who I am, where my money comes from. These are just regulatory things that they have to do, and I guess I didn't complete all of that maybe when I opened the account. So I answered some questions. They record the results. That's it. It's nothing that's really you have to worry about. It does ask you, hey, are you comfortable with risk? Are you comfortable with that? So I think it's just regulatory things, making sure you're oriented to what it is to invest and be on the market. Probably should have went over that so that I could have shown that to everyone, but maybe I'll do that again with a friend of mine when I do a future video with them. All right, let's get this $100 invested. I'm placing a market order to buy approximately $100 at today's value. Great, it's actually up when I bought it, so sweet. This is going to be good. And that's it. It's done. It's complete. I could set up a recurring payment. I'm not sure I'm ready to do that. I don't know if I'm always going to be able to transfer $100 in, so we'll see what happens from here. But I think that's it. Maybe we'll take another review of this later on today, and then I'll piece these together for a video. All right, thanks so much for joining us. Just one more thing. I want to make a quick observation about the short amount of time and what kind of growth that means and what this looks like at scale. So we just added the $100, so we were at $101-ish. And what we said before is that $1.11 gain before we added that second $100 was about 1% gain. 1% on $100, right? Pull the calculator over. If we have $100 and we want 1% of that, it's $1 gain. But what if we had $10,000 in this account? What would have happened in, what was that, a couple of days, 3 days, 4 days time? 1% gain? It's $100. And that happens without really doing anything. Granted, there's a big difference between $100 and $10,000, but what's happening is the same, right? The movement across the day here is the same. It's just at a different scale. Even if you had $1, 1% gain would be a penny, and it doesn't feel like anything at that scale. But when the scale gets bigger and bigger, it makes a big impact. So that's, I think, another reason why it's great that you can purchase in fractional shares here. We now have 0.62, 62 hundredths. And if I can do another $100, probably won't be able to do that next week, maybe in 2 weeks. I'll be almost at 1 share, provided this remains around $320 a share. And that's great too. It starts to feel like you can see how you get from point A to point B and not get overwhelmed by the idea of like, well, it's a big difference between $100 and $10,000. It is. But the path there is one step at a time, and those little gains, these 1% gains over a couple of days, will start to add up over time. We're only a few days into this project. We were up 1%. We kind of doubled down, right? We're at $200 invested. So now we're only up half of 1% overall because the new money just came in today. But even so, we'll see where we are in a few days. Might be up another couple of dollars, might be down a few dollars. I'm going to be okay with that as well. I'm tolerant of that level of risk. All right, I think that's a good place to leave it today. We'll see what happens when the markets open on Monday.